Hey guys, welcome back. I am just a few hours away from driving to my second tournament. It's about 9-ish hours to Birmingham, which is pretty close to where this next tournament is. It's on a lake called Logan Lake. And this tournament's really special to me for a handful of reasons. The first reason is that Logan Martin is the lake where I caught my very first fish ever. I was out with my best friend's dad on the water. And it was like 6:30 in the morning and it was pouring down rain and I caught my first fish. It was bass and I was over the moon. And at that point when I was at Logan Martin, I really didn't know much about fishing. I threw where he told me to throw and I was just trying to piece things together. I really didn't know what I was doing. I know more about fishing now than I could have ever imagined I'd know. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the lake again with a new set of eyes and kind of taking it all in under different circumstances. The second reason I'm really looking forward to this is because my mentor, my fishing mentor, who taught me everything I understand about fishing to this point, he lives in Birmingham. And so I'm gonna get there a few days early before the tournament. I'm gonna hang out with him and go fish at a few different lakes ahead of time before the tournament actually starts. So I'm really excited to catch up with him. He's the same guy who I was with that first day I caught my first fish, so I owe a lot to this guy for getting me into the sport and for, you know, lighting that fire in me. So it'll be a good time. He and I are gonna hit a few lakes in the surrounding area. Part of the rules of the Bassmaster Opens is that I can't practice on the body of water with somebody who isn't competing. So unfortunately I can't go to the lake with Logan Martin with him. But that's okay. I am lucky enough that my boater from day 2, from my very first tournament, Danny McGarry, he has offered to let me hop on his boat for one of the days of practice. So I'll get to see the lake, at least for a little bit, with his guidance. So grateful for him. He is really going out of his way to help me out like that. I hesitated to ask because I didn't want to be like a bother, you know? These guys are serious fishermen. They're going to practice to win, you know, and I didn't want to be like holding him back at all, but he was so gracious enough to let me tag along for at least a little while so I can see the lake, see kind of the water color, the water depths, and kind of help so I can pick my tackle better, you know, so when I go for the tournament, I'm not just flying blind. So I'm super appreciative to Danny. Huge shout out. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. So for a few days I'll be fishing with my mentor, for a day I'll be practicing with Danny, and then it'll be time. It'll be time to hit the water to do my second tournament, and I'm super excited about it. Not a whole lot has changed about what I'm taking with me. I still have the same bag system here that's holding all of my terminal tackle, all of my lures, soft plastics, things like that. Really one of the biggest changes I've made is that the last tournament at Lake Ouachita, that was a very clear water lake, so I had a lot of natural colors. From my memory and from what I found online, Logan Martin is a little bit dirtier of water, so I have changed a lot of colors that I have in my bag. I have a lot more chartreuses and things like that going on this time than I had last time. Ultimately, not a whole lot of changes. So we're gonna see, we're gonna see how it goes. The one thing I super enjoyed at my last tournament was the rod carrying system. I'll show you more about that. That was a lifesaver. When I was having to walk around the marina looking for my boaters, not having to juggle 6 or 7 rods was awesome. So this is that system I was telling you about last time. It's that rod meal system. It goes below the butt of your rods, holds everything still here, and then has the rod tips protected, which is pretty sweet. And then all you gotta do is throw it over your shoulder and you're good to go. Have my backpack with tackle here, my rod's here, and then I was able to go find my boater without having to try to contain too many things at once, you know? I got it on Tackle Warehouse and it so far has been the best investment I've had in this whole tournament deal. Logan Martin was obviously very kind to me the first time I went. I caught my very first fish there. I can show you a picture right here. My very first fish I caught with a lot of luck and a lot of patience on my mentor's part. But now I feel like I have a little bit more experience under my belt. Still not saying I'm the best out there, but I know a little bit more about what I'm doing, so I'm excited to see how this one goes. So without further ado, I'm gonna get all my gear in my truck and I'll be Alabama bound here in just a little while. I hope to have a video not too long after the tournament to let you know how it goes. Hope you guys stick around. I'm really looking forward to posting it and keeping y'all in the loop as to what's going on. And without further ado, wish me luck. Next time you see me, I'll be in Alabama.